We're breaking down anything and everything Utica City FC related. This is the Keeper's Corner podcast with your hosts, Matt Sterling and Brandon Brooks. Let's get into it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Keeper's Corner podcast. As always, your hosts are here, Matt, Brandon. Brandon, it's been a bit of an off-season. Short little break since we last recorded. How you been doing?
I mean, technically it's only been 2 weeks now, but I mean, listen, before that, I mean, it was way too long, frankly. We've had a lot of stuff going on in the off season, and now it's just fun to get back into it. So,
yeah. Well, last time we got to kind of talk about everything more MASL than Utica, because that's where all the news has been. Yep. Now, we have a little bit of Utica news. We'll talk about that. We'll go over the schedule. And then you have a little something else that we got to bring up. And should be a relatively short episode by our standards.
We say that now.
We do. I mean, that's, we won't talk about the last half hour of trying to get this to work.
Listen, nobody saw it, so it didn't happen.
Yes, I don't have a witness to my right, and you don't have anyone in your house that could confirm nor deny these allegations.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
There's. Well, you know what that means then, actually.
What?
No witnesses.
Oh, that's dark. I did not come in here ready to make that kind of pact.
Always ready. Come on.
But yeah, we should, I guess, begin at the beginning with the couple of signings that Utica has announced. These three signings are, on the last episode I kind of hinted at, saying that there are some guys on social media that have strongly teased that they will be back for Utica, and 1, 2, 3 fell those dominoes.
Yes, they did. Very, very quickly.
Brandon, you want to tell us who those three were?
No.
No, you don't?
No, why are you asking me questions? I'm just a pretty face, okay? Well, okay. Technically, since our last episode, we've had more than a couple. We've had 7.
Yes and no. Only 3 of which were actually listed as free agents by the MASL.
All right.
The others were all listed as under contract already for Utica. Like they were on the roster that we discussed.
So you're talking about the ones that we straight up signed.
Yes. Signings, not just, hey, guess what? The guy that said he's going to play for us this year is going to play for us this year.
Okay, so you're talking of Gio Alves, Gordy Gerson, and Nilton De Andrade.
Yes, I am.
Or Andrade, or whatever they feel like calling him this year.
DeAndrade?
Exactly. But yes,
those
if
3.
Those are the 3 you're talking about, then yeah, those 3 guys we signed.
Those would be the 3.
I mean, I am not going to say I'm unhappy.
Yeah.
I was hoping for Gordy. I think I kind of said that was like a must sign. Mm-hmm. But I also figured he was probably a sure thing. Nilton, I mean, we'd be kind of dumb not to bring him back, considering he was really starting to come into his own towards the end of the season. He had a good season throughout, but it really started to ramp up towards the end. And then Gio Alves, I mean, he's good on the field. Like, he is absolutely a contributor on this team. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, like, he's been integral in a few different things, in a few different really nice plays that we've seen over the past couple years. So I'm very glad to see him back as well.
Yeah, look, Gordy is Gordy. It's his fourth year with the team. I believe fourth year for all three of these guys.
Yes.
And
Yeah, about the same time.
He is certainly settled into the area nicely. Didn't get to play a lot last year, nagging injuries, some coaches' decisions and stuff like that. I think you just hold him out of the games like Harrisburg, where you expect to win, and try to keep him healthy. At least that was the plan last year. This year, there's no Harrisburg to look to, so hopefully it's all systems go Gordy.
That would be the hope. Because, again, because of the uncertainty of one of our players,
yes,
we need that offensive power. So having him out there on the field more often than not would definitely be preferred.
Yeah,
no question.
Even if with his, this will be his 12th season in the league, so he's got a lot of miles. So even if you try to limit his play time per game, save him for set pieces and power plays and positions where you can take advantage of it, it's certainly a boon to have a player like that on the team.
Absolutely.
Nilton, as you kind of alluded to, started slow last year. He started slow the season before that, but both years he finished with over 30 points. If he can take that next step and find that success across the whole season, Utica will have their number one scoring threat that they desperately need.
Yes. Yes, they will. And again, that's what we need. That's what we really need. Some people in the front to be able to score the goals. We started to see more and more of the defense last year, starting to come alive with Chelier. Niamsi didn't really get much time to participate. Nelly, which is still up in the air, obviously. And then Juan and Jace Berger. And Jose Tavares. Basically, all the defense really started to step it up, like mid-year, I would say. Maybe a little bit further in. But, if we can have a good defense on the back end, then we need people that can produce on the front end. Otherwise, it's all for nothing.
Yeah. As for Gio, I think last year was, we said coming into the year, he really needs to take that next step. We didn't quite see it. Kind of like Nilton, he struggled out of the gate. Got better as the season went on.
Yep.
But if this team is going to be competitive this year, without the Harrisburgs and Texases and Dallases to beat up on, you need these guys that have now been in the league 3 or 4 years to show that they can play at a higher level.
Yep.
And that goes for everyone on the team.
Yeah, the past 2 years he's been pretty consistent. Hasn't been super productive, but the past 2 years he's had double digits in assists.
Yes.
And even in the 20s for points. So he's doing what you'd expect a midfielder should do: make opportunities for other people and get those assists, but also be able to score on his own.
No, those are our three. They were obviously key players over the past 2 seasons. As the season gets closer, we'll probably see a couple more signings, but probably not too much, given how many were already on the roster.
Yeah.
Either
that or they're waiting for the very last minute to give us something.
And even when the season starts, the roster's not set. Who knows? They go on the road again and come back with someone like Pinal, like they did last year.
I will say I am really surprised that Wilkin is actually on the roster. I really didn't expect to see that. So I don't know if the website's not up to date, which could be. But right now we have 4 keepers.
Yeah, which is
And
a
that
lot.
seems excessive.
I could see one or two of them just being put on inactive
Yeah,
to free up roster space for other positions and then move guys around as needed.
100%. I think if I had to guess, I think Wilkin probably goes to that inactive spot, if
Mm-hmm.
I'm honest.
Yeah, that is. So that's the state of the roster after a couple weeks of free agency signings. Um, we're about a month out from the season now, so we should probably talk about that schedule that we could only hint at last week.
Wait, time.
Oh, yeah.
Time out. Time out. So I just have one comment
Okay.
about our roster. Okay. So think about around the league right now.
Yeah.
Think about all of the movement that we have seen in this offseason. We've seen a lot of teams stay fairly consistent. St. Louis is pretty much staying the same at the moment, although they did get rid of John A. I was surprised about that, seeing him released.
Mm-hmm.
San Diego has maintained a few people, but they've also really started to bolster themselves. Well, not started. I mean, they've been doing it basically since the offseason. Jesus Pacheco. I feel like there was more than that. Nick Pereira. Taking Tacoma's basically big,
Yeah.
big two with Nick Pereira and Chris Toth. I feel like there hasn't been much movement from certain teams. Ourselves, we haven't seen much from Baltimore. We haven't seen much activity from Tacoma.
Yeah, Baltimore started to re-sign a couple other guys.
Started. And I know there's time, but you basically have Pereiras and Kayvon Freighter. I don't know that name. Those are the only ones that I'm seeing.
He was a late
from...
addition. He was kind of the guy that beat Utica there in the playoffs. He had a very good game that night.
Yeah, and I also just, apologies for mispronouncing that. If any Baltimore fans actually listen to this, no disrespect, just I can't pronounce anything worth crud. So, I just feel like we've seen a lot of movement around the league, except for, like I said, a few different teams. A few teams, ourselves included, have stayed very much the same.
Yes.
And we saw our results last year. Our results were, we were good against Harrisburg. We did all right with St. Louis. And we were with everyone else. That does not fill me with confidence. Not to be negative about the whole thing, but it makes me a little nervous. I'm really hoping that we either have a couple of late additions that really kind of shake things up, or they've really changed things around with what they've done in the offseason, which is very possible with Everton and that crew. So
yeah, so I put it in our group chat several weeks ago when the news was breaking about all the teams falling out and who was actually going to play. Because of the expanded playoffs and everything last year, Utica played teams that went to the playoffs 16 times. And they were 4-12 in those games.
Yeah.
And you just got rid of 3 teams that did not make the playoffs.
Which makes it that much more difficult for us. Considering they were all lower in the standings than we were.
Yes.
Yeah. So, in that logic, we are just about bottom of the table.
Yeah, this schedule is going to be tough. But, we did get a schedule. It came a little later this year. Chihuahua bowing out, and both Texas teams folding, disappearing, put
Harrisburg
on leave.
going to get some chocolate.
Harrisburg getting their Hershey on. Yep. All that happening. That certainly, explains the delay.
Yeah.
And if anyone cares for the reasoning and everything, there was soccer in 60. episode that Keith Tozer came on. I haven't had the chance to listen to it.
I haven't either.
Yeah, no, I've been playing catch up on the other podcasts I listen to. And it's just, I'll get to it when I get to it. But 24 games, and because of the smaller league, every team plays every team.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which is nice. I like that.
Yes, you're going to get sick of seeing Baltimore because we do see them 6 times. But you're not seeing Harrisburg 6 times as well.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, that was a big thing, is that we always kind of felt like we were just going against people in our area.
Yeah.
Kind of. Like, it wasn't like we were getting the more exotic teams coming from across the country.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Now we get a much better mix of everyone, which I think it will make it a little bit more. It'll definitely make it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah. All right, but let's talk about this schedule. We have 24 games, 12 home, 12 road, same as it has been, same as it ever was. The home opponents. We see KC twice, Milwaukee 3 times, Baltimore 3 times, San Diego once, St. Louis once, Tacoma once, and Empire once. For the road games, we have Baltimore 3 times, Tacoma twice, Empire, San Diego once each on a road trip to California. St. Louis we play twice, Milwaukee we play twice, and Kansas City we play once on the road.
It's really not a bad schedule.
No,
like I said, that was the first thing I said when I looked at it. I'm like, I really do not hate that schedule.
Yes, it's fairly well balanced, and considering, like we mentioned, San Diego has been stacked with off-season acquisitions.
Mm-hmm.
Only having to play them twice is certainly beneficial versus being Empire or Tacoma and still facing them quite a bit.
And I would say, I think probably the highest concentration of games where we're playing the same opponent in the majority of them is Baltimore. Between New Year's Eve and January 19th. We've got 4 games with them. And that's about the biggest, we'll call it, stretch where we're basically playing, the same team quite a bit. San Diego, we do mix it up with them in between, but it's kind of a home and away. It's basically 2 series with San Diego sandwiched in between.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess we'll talk about this a little bit more in detail, but as has been commented on quite frequently on the schedule, was number 1, there are no home night games. So those Friday night and Saturday night games are no more.
Yeah, I hope you like Sunday and Monday.
Part of that could be travel.
Yep.
Part of that could also be, I know last year the Utica University Pioneers hockey fans were very upset about getting knocked out of their slots on some Fridays and Saturdays for soccer and the Comets.
Yeah.
And considering that the league has once again lost teams for another consecutive season, your safer bet as the operator of the venue is going to be to host the college that is not going anywhere and make them happy.
Yeah, the local college, yeah, that's your main group of fans. I mean, you're going to get a lot more people in for those than you are anything else.
No,
well,
honestly,
I shouldn't mean that. I mean,
the soccer team was outdrawing the college team last year, outside of their run in the playoffs and to the Frozen Four and championship.
That's fair.
But the soccer team also had lower attendance on night games than they did for Sunday afternoon games.
True. Because everybody who's a soccer fan in this area and has gone to these games knows that Sunday's soccer.
Yes. Except for 3 of them this year.
Yes.
Those 3 games all fall on holidays.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Uh-huh. Hmm. As has suddenly become the tradition, this will be the third year in a row we have a New Year's Eve game.
Hmm?
That is on a Wednesday. Baltimore is the team we play.
I don't hate the New Year's games.
No.
Like
Oh.
it's, I mean, granted, it's going to be on a Wednesday, so I mean, a lot of people are going to be working
Mm-hmm.
before then, but that can also work in their favor because a lot of people like, well, if I hadn't already taken the time off, I would be working that day,
Right.
and it's a lot easier for me to just go from where I work, shoot over to the odd, versus having to come from home. So I mean, in my opinion, it works out better for some people, whereas others, it's going to be seen more as a pain
Yeah, it is a
because it is still
three
midweek.
o'clock game, just like in the past.
Yep.
Gets everyone out of there before the shenanigans start on New Year's Eve, and
Yep.
gives people time to get out and have some libations if that is what they partake in.
Pretty much.
As for the other two holiday games, once again, you face Baltimore. That is Monday, January 19th, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Another 3 o'clock game, and then the other 3 o'clock holiday game is President's Day. So it'll be during a school vacation,
Oh.
during that winter recess, and that one is St. Louis.
See, I didn't make those connections. In that, I didn't make the connection that all three of those fell. I mean, obviously, I knew New Year's Eve one fell on a holiday, but I didn't think about the other two actually falling on Monday holidays. So it's basically that week's Sunday.
Yes.
So
If you are
soccer's still on
fortunate,
Sunday.
if you are still fortunate enough to have those days off,
Yes, obviously not everyone does, but
or like me, where your weekend is Monday and Tuesday, like we are recording on my Saturday night.
yeah. So that'll throw recording into flux those couple of weeks.
I mean, the Wednesday one we'll just talk about the following Monday.
I just meant the Mondays specifically.
The
'cause-
Mondays will have instant reaction hot takes where we can not be held to anything we say because we have not had a chance to watch the video.
Fair point. Yeah. Just cut us some slack that day, okay? We're just it's gonna be a hot take.
Yeah, no, I'm maybe stealing that from the Tennessee Titans podcast I've been listening to as their season spirals down the toilet faster than. Those are the big three games that you're not going to see or will see depending on what your work schedule and availability is. Hopefully they're able to get some group youth deals where you can get butts and seats still.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's big in this league. You want full arenas or at least full lower bowls so that it looks good on camera.
Yeah, very true.
You don't want, like, I don't know, your premier games having less than 1,000 people in a 5,000 person arena or something like that.
Oh, when did we do that? I'm really hoping that was just an experiment.
Yeah.
Excuse you.
Well, hello, Thunder.
Wow, that came through clear as. Oh, yep. Now it just hit me.
Okay, so I guess it's closer to us than you.
That came through clear as day on your end. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, no, I felt that in my feet. Like, weird to have a thunderstorm in November, but here we are.
Yeah.
That might set off the babies, right?
That may get the frogs going, but probably not.
They're the babies.
Brandon, any of these games in particular pique your interest? Or anything of note about the schedule that makes you go, hey, let's talk about that?
I mean, I'm excited because Empire is coming to town. I always get excited for Empire games because, I mean, as you and most everyone knows that listens to the podcast or has listened for a little while, Empire's my second team. I mean, I'm always going to root for Utica if they go head to head, but I like Empire. You know, they're a good team. You know, over the years they've obviously had a fantastic broadcast team, ever changing, but you know, I've always loved their broadcast team, and you know, I just I don't know, I like that club, so I'm just looking forward to them coming to town, and I think that will be. I think both of those games will be really good between us this year.
Yeah.
So I think if I had to really highlight two teams that I'm looking forward to us going against, it's definitely going to be Empire, and I'm curious to see what happens with Tacoma, because Tacoma is kind of like Texas last year right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's really not anyone I can think of note on that team at the moment, except
yeah.
I mean, like, Nestor Hernandez is. I'm just looking at the roster. And Nestor Hernandez, who was on Dallas last year. Adrian Correa.
Yeah, I mean, Juice Cox is still a free agent.
Yeah, I mean, there's really
staple of that franchise.
So that's one team that I'm curious to see what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of, you know, because it's so up in the air right now, I'm looking forward to those games. I want to see what we end up going against there.
Yeah.
Kansas City always feels like the same. Milwaukee always feels like the same. Baltimore always feels like the same. San Diego, it's just going to be like hitting our heads against a brick wall. So, yeah, I mean, Empire and Tacoma are the big ones for me.
Okay.
So, what about you? What are you looking forward to? What highlighted game are you excited for?
Look, I'm just looking forward to the holiday games or the Monday games because, you know, I won't have to take time off of work to go to them.
Fair.
You know, but just with the job change, I won't have PTO until after the new year, so unfortunately I won't be making any of the early ones, which stinks because there are 4 home games right in December.
Yep.
And then, you know, it's fairly balanced throughout the rest of the season for the most part.
Yep.
You do have January, which does favor the road schedule, 4-2. And then February's fairly split. You know, you're going to have a little bit more road games down the stretch. That's just how it shakes out with all the home games at the beginning of the year.
But one thing I really like about this season is that it is not like a month stretch where we're just away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think the longest stretch we have this season is a couple weeks. We have basically 2 away games at most back to back before we have a home game. There is no stretch of 3 away games in a row. It's all 2-1 or 2 away and then a home, or 1 away and then a home.
Yeah, and I will say the nice thing is, as things stand, yeah, we don't have to worry about the Super Bowl. That's the week that we're in California. And you play
Easy.
Saturday. Play Thursday, Saturday that week. So you don't have to worry about, like, well, I can't go to the game because the Super Bowl's on.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. I wouldn't want to have to go against the Super Bowl, just given the fact that it is the bigger sport. It's going to be the bigger draw.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm a football fan, especially of one of the teams that's in the Super Bowl, and I have the choice of watching that, whether in person or on the television, or going to this game, Some people are going to do both. Some people are going to bring their phone and be watching it on their phone while they're watching the game. But then you're not really enjoying either.
Right.
At that point, just pick one. Like, you're still a fan of whichever one you don't pick to go to, or have two screens up at home.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're able to equally enjoy them.
Yeah. Really, the only thing we don't know about the schedule is promotional. So what are we doing for them? Is every game going to be some kind of promotion like it was last year? Will we have the third year of Utica Riggies?
God, I hope so. I got my Riggies thing on right now. Like, you know, I would love another Riggies year. I love those games.
Yeah, will Sunday, March 15th be another St. Patrick's Day game?
They've been getting better.
Will we get slightly more inventive with the jerseys for the specialty games?
That would be nice. Yes, please. Please. A little bit more panache, a little bit more pizzazz. We would really like that.
Yeah. A little bit more. Just more. Really. Oh. There it is on my end now. I guess it hit you first this time.
Uh-huh. I saw the flash.
Dang.
Yeah.
Was it regular flash, reverse flash, future flash?
I hate it here.
Oh, come on, you're a comic book
Zoom.
nerd. No, he's not the Flash. Don't even get me started about, what is it, Savitar, the god of the Speed Force?
Oh, the god of the Speed Force, yeah. The CW show.
Yeah.
Oh God, what was
So yeah, promotions.
and yeah. I would have
And
got off on a tangent. Good save.
if it goes the way it has been, we know we're gonna get the New Year's Eve ball drop. We're gonna have a Teachers' Day. We're gonna have probably something for Bosnian Heritage Night.
Yep.
Mascot game, Kids' Day, the usual stuff.
Most likely not fan appreciation, but season ticket holder.
Which always seems to underwhelm. But are there any promotions you'd like to see added to the rotation this year?
You know that there's one that I really think we should have, and that's the Utica Club.
Yes.
Like, absolutely would love to have some sort of crossover with Utica Club. Like, we did it back a while back,
Mm-hmm.
and I would love to see what they can do with an official one.
And they love the jerseys, and I brought it around. The CFO took a picture of it because he wanted to show Rob to try to get him to do it. It's like, come on, guys, just do it. I'll consult. I showed you what you need to do. It looks great. The fans love it. I think if we're doing a Utica food item, we should switch it up, because it would most likely be on that Martin Luther King Day, because that's about the weekend it's been done, and I don't want to be wearing red against the Blast.
True.
Or white and red against the Blast. I would go Half Moons, or Utica Pie, or... No, not greens. Greens are awful. Nobody should eat soggy, sad leaves just because you put a little prosciutto and hot cherry peppers in them.
I was just trying to think of. I know which one could be the promotional game, but it's kind of not a 1-for-1 exactly. Mm-hmm. Utica Club, Califino Tequila,
San Diego.
Yeah. it could kind of work. You know, you got your beer versus your tequila.
Mhm.
I mean, you got your hard liquor versus your beer. I mean, that could kind of work. Probably won't, but that at least that would make that game more palatable.
Yeah, no, if there's one that I would add, I would do a like a Freaky Friday weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have the Comets play one night, and then Utica plays another night, and the Comets are in Utica City colors, and Utica City's in Comets colors.
Crossover. Yeah,
Yes.
I dig that.
Yes.
That would be pretty slick. I could see that for. Yeah, I could see that for like a St. Louis, a Milwaukee, or an Empire game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty slick. Just switch it up. I'd be down for that. I would go for one of those jerseys. I'd buy one. Just put them in the store.
It is also the 7th season, which is the Copper anniversary. We saw the Comets do that in the 2019-2020 season. The game-worn jersey that I have is from one of the special anniversary jersey nights that they did.
Yeah.
And Rome is the Copper City.
I was just going to say, you could literally work with
could do a Copper anniversary.
any of the Copper businesses. Copper City Brewing Company, I mean, that would be a big
Top,
sponsor for that one.
Paul Revere.
Yeah, like there's so many options you could use there, and all of them would work for, a sponsor. I mean, think about it.
Yeah, just spitballing ideas.
We're just the idea guys. We're giving you free ideas. Use them.
It's two things the league could certainly use: a common sense department and an ideas department. Sometimes
We all could use a common sense department.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've.
Yeah.
Like, yep, this is another slow day. What if we just saved labor and closed an hour earlier on the days that we know are going to be slow? Brandon, we just had one other thing we wanted to mention. You want to take this one?
Yeah. If it's what I'm thinking of with
yes, it is.
yeah. Okay. So, as you all know, we are, we talk with the players a good bit and stuff like that, and so there was something, a little bit of an non-sponsored ad for a couple of the guys that are going to be leading a clinic in the winter months. Actually starting in November, so literally starting tomorrow. There is going to be a winter soccer clinic, which is going to be led by our own Juana Lava and Gordy Gerson. It's going to be a 6 weeks. It's going to be 6 weeks, two dynamic sessions, which you're looking at, skills and ball technique. You're talking about some speed and agility drills, strategy and tactical awareness exercises, and of course some small-sided games and matches. Right now, if you want to do the entire thing, it is $180 for the 6 weeks, or if you just want to drop in for a session, it is $40 per session. The first session, as I mentioned, is Tuesdays starting tomorrow, November 4th, or I guess this will probably come out tomorrow, so
We might already be too late, unfortunately.
So
I did post
guess
it to the
what?
social media, so hopefully people saw it.
Okay, so either way, it's tomorrow as of recording, but it will be basically this week. Is the first one. First session is from 3 to 4. Second session is from 4 to 5, and that is going to be taking place at looks like the Utica City Sports Center, which is 755 Lansing Street in Utica, New York. For more information, contact 516-724-4856. That was just something that, Juan reached out to me and just was asking if I had anybody interested, and I said, you know what, I'll put it on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So, go out and learn some more soccer and train with some of the best guys we've got in the area.
Train with the pros.
Train with the pros. That's right.
Alrighty. Believe that is everything for us tonight, sir.
Yeah, before we get struck by lightning and go back to the past.
And then we have our own Freaky Friday situation. We'll probably give it another couple weeks, see what goes on. Maybe do another short one where we just kind of whatever final, and then once the season will have officially started because of the Black Friday, we'll be back for sure the first week of December. Hopefully by then we'll be able to get this back to lives. There have been some snafus, less with us and more with the technology changing.
Yeah, we're getting there, though.
It's not even the technology, it's just being like, hey, the thing you use, yeah, we don't want to use that. We're not going to have that program anymore.
So you got to figure it out.
Yeah, we thought we were going to try one, and it was like, Amazon Web Services, guess what? We're down for basically everybody all over the country for the next 24 hours.
Yeah, that was unfortunate timing for us.
And then the other one's like, hey, this is included, but not really. We're going to limit you, and you can't go live. And I miss, this is going to be a boomery take, but I miss the days when you just bought a program once and everything wasn't a subscription.
Oh, I know. I was just having that conversation with my parents, talking about the Office applications and how you used to be able to just buy them, and now subscription. Everything's a subscription.
Yeah, I'd spend $50-$60 on a service one time, but for what everything else wants, no, I'm not spending $40 a month for us. No offense. We're fun, but we're not $40 a month fun. That's like 2 tickets to the soccer games these days.
Yeah, that's not exactly something. We're not made of money here.
No. No one's foot the bill. Like, even with the little bit of merch we have, I have not recouped what it costs to get the microphone and the boom and upgrade my computer, which still is not good enough for this, really.
We do this because we enjoy it.
Yes.
Not because we make money off of it.
And
far from it.
No, and all those designs were just like, I have an intrusive thought that I need to get out, and people might like it.
Yes.
Let me put it out where they can enjoy it as well. All right. That is everything. I'll get the outro set up here when we do the video. Brandon, I know you always have one thing you want to say.
Dogs.
Thanks for watching. Go Utica. Thank you for listening to the Keeper's Corner podcast on whatever podcast app you use. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. If you'd like to interact with us, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and Twitter or X, whatever you prefer to call it. We have a TeePublic shop where you can get UCFC player swag or help support the podcast. Thank you. We appreciate it. And one last thing. Go Utica City.